Biden, wake up. Joe Biden, wake up.
Hey, whoa, shut up, nigga.
Hell.
Biden blast!
Reasons why Diablo 2 is better than Diablo 4 is going to be. Reason 1, the Amazon. Reason 2, manual stat allocation. Reason 3, charms, in theory. Reason 4, Andariel. Reason 5, hirelings. Let me be real with you, dear viewer. Diablo 2 is great. It is great because I don't need Activision Blizzard's spyware to play it. It is far more of an RPG. There are hirelings. There is still a semblance of item rarity. There is no garbage scaling that negates the point of leveling. I do not need to log in 2 times and spend 30 seconds in front of loading screens to play it, etc. Diablo 1 was amazing. Diablo 2 took Diablo 1 and massively improved it. You are still the clicking man, doing everything by clicking, with the goal of reaching and clicking the great evil. However, you are no longer slow, you are no longer alone, you are no longer going to be incapable of seeing things. The issue, being Diablo's existence, is to be solved via one of 7 classes: Amazon, Assassin, Barbarian, Druid, Necromancer, Paladin, Sorceress. However, unlike Diablo 1, which nudges the player into a certain playstyle through the stat limitations of each class, Diablo 2 confines the player to certain playstyles through the use of the skill tree, much like what Diablo 4 intends to do. But the fantasy of improvement is far greater when one can see the level of their skills go up, when that level directly contributes to the power of other skills. In Diablo 4, your skill is as good as it's going to get when you're done with the nodes directly related to it. In Diablo 2, your skill has the potential to get way better even after you're done with improving it directly. My poke skill contributes to my skill to throw lightning. That's cool. However, me being proficient at going in a frenzy does not affect my ability to bash somebody. That's sus. You want to be a fist-swinging sorceress? Your spells are quite useless in that situation, and you're not going to be able to make it past Nightmare if you're lucky, but the game barely has any reason to play past Nightmare, so you could stack strength, get the appropriate items, and punch. You can squeak something out, and since there's no cap on your stats, it's a lot more manageable than in Diablo 1. Fortunately, there are more than one playstyles, so you might not need to worry your little head. You can be a spear-poking Amazon, you can be a bow-shooting Amazon, or a javelin-throwing Amazon. Either way, find some gear, find it socketed, put some gems in it, realize you've wasted a perfectly good item, sell it, find another socketed item, and compose some rune wood. Make sure that rune wood is spitted, and you've won the game. This is item crafting, and it is item crafting of the highest quality. These items are actually best in slot, and there are many of them, with some being build enablers. That's how item crafting is done, and it is shaping up to be better than what Diablo 4 can offer, if current World of Warcraft is any indication. Does the hireling need to be mentioned again? Yes, the hireling is your companion who gains levels alongside you, growing stronger and becoming eligible for gear, which you should give to the hireling so that they can perform more adequately. Loot has value, as there are 2 uses for items: using them as is, or using them as bases. Items used as is are the different varieties of yellow and green, whereas bases are whites and greys. Thus, Diablo 2 creates a use for apparently useless items, which is not replicated in Diablo 4, not in a meaningful manner. But it does not end there. I can modify Diablo 2 to change things. I can whip out the Eastern Sun, or the Median XL, or I can just get myself Plug Y, which will fix almost all gripes I can have with this game. I can't do anything to Diablo 4, and the gripes I have with it will stay to haunt me forever. I can play Diablo 2 without an internet connection. That's self-explanatory, as I'm not going to have to deal with horrible ping and lag spikes. Imagine playing a hardcore character in an always online game. And finally, charms. Charms are items kept in the player character's inventory, which provide all sorts of bonuses. They are really neat, but it reaches a point at which there is no space in the inventory for charms, let alone items, and that's an unpleasant oversight. Once again, simply put, Diablo 2 is amazing, and the immense amount of storage I have at my disposal is breathtaking. So is the lack of replayability beyond leveling up a class, and the endgame, which is still MIA after 25 years. However, Diablo 2 still did something spectacular. It took something amazing and improved it in every which way, except atmosphere, because Diablo 1 cannot be topped. Diablo 2 went on to provide the player with incredible amounts of freedom, as well as ample space for well-guided imagination and created magic. For that, it's one of the best games of all time.